Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be going through and ranking the top 10 best attainable power forwards in my team right now. And by attainable, I mean basically 900 overall or invincible, pretty much with exceptions, but cards that are like somewhat affordable, maybe not budget. None, in fact, most of these guys are not budget, but they're at least not going to cost you 3 million MT to get. You know what I mean? They're the most expensive card on this list is probably 500k base, realistically ish, maybe 6, which is expensive, but it's not completely unreachable. You know what I mean? That's my thought process with this list. So before we hop into it, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if you'll do subscribe. Without further ado, at number 10 is going to be Andrea Bargnani, who provides you a 7-footer with a really nice jump shot, 7.5 wingspan, not the greatest speed, probably one of the bigger flaws. And defensively, the stats and badges are definitely solid. 90 interior, 94 interior, 90 block, great defensive interior badges, but he's not an incredible perimeter defender. He doesn't have unbelievable athletic ability, like doesn't have elite level speed and things of that nature. He is still a very good card, and like I said, I like his release a lot, but again, at this point in the year, there are a lot of really good cards in my team, and so having him at number 10 feels like it makes sense to me. Moving on to the number 9 spot on this list is going to be Alex Sarr, who is honestly really good. 6 or 7'1" with a 7'4" wingspan. What he does not quite have in jump shot, he makes up for. I mean, I feel like in player build and defensive animations, I really like this card on the defensive end of the court. I think he gets great animations, and I think he's a very good finisher. He's just a slightly faster, more athletic, better defensive card than a guy like Andrea Bargnani is. And while he doesn't have quite the same level of jumper, in my opinion, at his size, with his improved defense and athleticism and all that type of stuff, he is a really good card. So for me, feels like a totally valid placement at number 9 on this list. Just wish his jumper was better. If it was, he really would be incredible. Number 8, Chet Holmgren, same story. Him and Sarr are basically the same card. They provide the same thing on the court. They're both 7'1" with good wingspans, great player builds, going to defend their butts off, have really solid, if not elite jumpers, and are not incredible shot creators, but still provide a lot of value with their skill sets. Chet's a really good card, and I think, again, plays exactly like Sarr in all honesty, so I don't think I have to expand too much on that because they're very similar in terms of what they provide on the court. I just have more used to Chet, more comfortable with Chet, which is why I have him just that little bit higher. Moving on to the number 7 spot on the list, we're going to go with David Robinson. D-Rob's biggest value is probably the speed, 7'1" with a 7'5" wingspan, but also 96 speed. Another guy who's similar to Chet and Sarr, doesn't have a uber elite, uber fast jump shot or anything like that, but I certainly don't hate his shot either. I am probably one of the people who likes it more, in all honesty, than most people in the community. He's awesome defensively, he's awesome as a slasher, and I think the jumper's pretty smooth, pretty good. Again, not going to do a ton of stuff off the dribble. I mean, rush dribble style is nice, but as a whole, that's not really enough by itself to make him a high-level shot creator. But I like the card. I think he's underrated as a shooter. I think defensively, he's really good. I think having 96 speed is a big deal when it comes to guarding some of these guys who aren't really as attainable, guys like Shaq, and I mean, certainly, obviously, a guy like Wilt would be considered in that as well. But I think realistically what you're looking at is D-Rob is able to compete against your Wemby, Shaqs, Wilts, guys like that because of his speed, because of his size. I think he's a solid card. Not unbelievably OP, but definitely good. Next up is Donovan Clingan, who is really nice. Clingan's an interesting one because people are going to look at this card and think center, not power forward. And that's totally understandable. But he is 7'2" with a 7'7" wingspan. Obviously, that is center size. But the value there is that he can play the power forward position and be, again, a counter to giants in some ways. Now, 86 speed isn't going to quite cut it, but massive player build, 7'2", really nice floor spacer is a interesting value skill set. And he is a interesting, valuable card, in my opinion. I think he really is pretty darn solid. So I am a fan of what you can get out of Donovan Clingan as a card. I think he's got a really useful skill set, and he's a card that I like a lot, in all honesty. His jumper's really nice. Defensively, he's a stud. Yes, he's probably better at center than he is at power forward, and maybe I have him a couple spots too high, but I really think his size, as well as having a really good jump shot, can be extremely impactful. I don't feel like any of these guys, D-Rob, Chet, Sarr, have that type of a jump shot. Maybe I'm gassing this Clingan card too much, but I don't know. Defense, size, shot matter a ton to me. As I say that, we go with the card who is the smallest player on this list by a pretty significant chunk, and that is Ben Wallace. They gave him Patty Mills base. How can I not? He's also got basically invincible stats. I mean, pretty close to 99s across the board. Couple of 96, 95s, 98s here and there, but I mean, come on. The card is absolutely cracked. He's got every single important Hall of Fame badge in the game besides some playmaking hoffs. And his jumper is freaking awesome. Like, awesome. Debo dribble style, tray escape. He's kind of a scorer at the power forward position with a amazing jumper. And again, all 99 stats across the board. He's a card that I am really high on. And I think you can almost overlook the lack of size when you have, number one, he's got a good player, but he's got really great defensive animations. When you got these types of stats and badges and then are as impactful as he is capable of being on the offensive end of the court with his jump shot as well, that's a valuable card. And I think 6'9" or not, it's a skill set that provides a lot of value and makes him one of the more desirable power forwards in my team right now. Next up is going to be Tim Duncan, who wrong Tim Duncan. There are two, and they are both going on this list. This is the fully free one. 6'11" with a 7'3" wingspan, 99 speed, 99 99 everything. He's 100 overall. Problem is, jumper's not insane. It's not bad at all, but rush dribble style and then really no other sigs. The stats and badges are good. He's got a fine jump shot. He's not bad, but he is not glitched animation wise the way that the other card, Tim Duncan card, is by any means. It just doesn't have that same level of skill set in terms of shot creation, super fast jump shot, Pro 2 fade, all that type of stuff. Still a great card, still 100 overall with a solid jump shot, really solid card, but I have him at number 4. Number 3 is going to be Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who is amazing in everything except for shooting. But again, 7'2" with a 7'5" wingspan. You want to stop Wilt, Shaq, Wemby, God forbid. Guys like that at the power forward position, the most expensive, best power forwards, 100 overall KP, etc. You got to have size, you got to have speed. Kareem provides both those things. 7'2" with a 7'5" wingspan. Look, I get the jump shot's not insane. I get he's only got a 79 3 ball. I get it. I just don't really care. I still think he's a really great card. I think he has a lot of value on the court. I think he's still a competent shooter for sure. I think his athleticism is extremely valuable as a finisher with his speed, just whatever aspect you're talking about. He is such a valuable high level card. And I think absolutely at the number 3 spot on this list is a completely justified spot for him, despite some of the limitations he has as a shooter. Number 2 is Tim Duncan, the really good one right now. At this point, he is, I mean, look, he's the Pro Pass reward, right? So he's very good. His animations, he's 100 overall, but he's got way better animations. KPJ base, Tim Duncan upper, so much better jump shot base first and foremost. Then you got Darius Garland dribble style, and just other things about him that are really nice as well. Got that Kimbo escape, tray behind the back, Pro 2 fade, all that type of stuff. Really all the pretty much perfect sigs with the exception of the Steve Francis size up. And again, he's 6'11", 100 overall with an amazing jump shot. Just got the animation treatment. They gave him the works. Really a great card. And I think the only reason he's not number 1 is because of this guy right here. I have given in. Size matters. It just does. I think at this point, you probably have to consider guys like Wilt and Shaq a little bit more valuable than Tim Duncan because of their size. And in all honesty, if that's the case, so do you with Dikembe Mutombo. I get he's only 91 speed with a shoe and a coach. That's basically going to play like 99 anyway. 94 3 ball, 95 standing and driving dunk, 99 interior, 99 block, 94 perimeter. I mean, the card is incredible. Defensively, he is really dominant, and his jumper's amazing too. Like one of the better big man jumpers in the entirety of the game. He's basically 100 overall big with everything except for sigs. I mean, rush dribble style KD escape isn't terrible, but it's not as good of sigs as some of the other cards have by any means. But he's a great card, a really great card, and I feel like has to be number 1 on this list in my personal opinion. So again, this is just my opinion. It's my list. Let me know what y'all think of the list in the comment section down below. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.